everybody, I'm Lakshmi. I work as a data science mentor at DataMites. In the last video, we got to see what is a data visualization, why it is really important, and got ourselves introduced to Tableau, and also got to know that there are n number of data sources that can be connected into Tableau. And one of the source we opted is through Excel. And these were my data set, right? It had various columns. Basically, the data set is all about the orders data set where it has information regarding to various products, subcategory of those products, how it is making profit, sales in different regions. Every information is there here. As soon as you load the data, whatever the data may be, it will be appeared here. All the information will be loaded here. And it says, is if you see the left hand corner, it says connections. My connection is orders underscore data. That is what the file name is. And the connection it happens is through Microsoft Excel. It's through Microsoft Excel. Okay. Let's get started with having the visuals drawn. For doing that, you have to click on this sheet 1. In the down bottom, there is one icon called as sheet 1. Just go to that. Click that. This is the environment which is provided by Tableau in order to draw the visuals. Whatever the data we had, right, everything along with the column names is here. That is what the table is here. All it had category, it had customer ID, order ID, it has profit, discount, quantity, all those, whatever the data my data set had, it is loaded here. Okay. If you see the show me, for many of you, it may be like this. Oh, it can be like this. Just click on show me. Show me is all the different visuals. Okay, all the different visuals. You have so many visuals. We'll come to that later. This is how your environment would look like. This entire thing is called as a Canva or a page or a layout. Here in this place, you will be seeing the visuals. Okay, you can always rename this sheet. Just click on right click and click on rename. Just give whatever you want. Let's say I'm creating pie chart first. I'm giving it as a pie. See, the heading changed here. You can always give heading to this page or sheet. Just double click on this. You will be going over here. Give any name to it. Let's say it's a pie chart. I just want this to be bold. Select this, bold. Just want it to be center aligned. Just increase the font size. Okay, just click on OK. It got sorted here, right? It's a center aligned. Now, very first graph of mine is a very first graph of mine is a pie chart. What do you mean by a pie chart? It is there to analyze with respect to the various categories, right? How to do a pie chart. Just you need to first click on to the columns which you need to analyze first. Okay, which you need to analyze first. Let's say I'm selecting let's say I'm selecting a region, and coming down here, I'm connecting sales. Sales region then got selected. Yeah. Reach. You need to just double click on it. Sales, double click on it. Okay, then all those visuals which is supporting to the columns what you have generated, what you have selected would pop up. Just click on the pie chart. Right, the pie chart appeared. The pie chart appeared. Okay, this is so small. In order to make it to a larger size, you can all see the standard. Just click on the standard and click on this entire view. So entire view got dragged. So just to click on it, just hover over all these portions. It says, what are the 4 regions we have? We have West, Center, East, and South. Likewise, we have four regions. What is the sales each region is making? But what if I want to have the names all over this pie chart? What if I want to do it? For doing that, just simply go to your region. Okay, just simply go to your region, drag that, just drag and drop it to label. Region, I'm dragging and dropping over the label. See, your label came up. What if I want the sales also? Just come over to the sales and drag and drop it to label. Yeah, this is that simple. Just select the columns, double click and select the columns. Whatever the columns what you have selected with respect to those graphs will be highlighted here. Select one and do all this settings. That is about the first graph, that is pie chart. Now let's move on to the second graph. The second graph, what I'll be plotting here is a tree chart. A tree chart. How to draw a tree chart? Let's say for drawing a tree chart, you just have to select the columns which has more number of categories in it. Maybe I'm selecting a subcategory versus sales, subcategory versus sales, or let's say subcategory, and I just want to have analysis of profit. Okay, subcategory versus the profit. I just want to create a tree chart. Just hover over all this, select a tree chart. See, this is where your tree maps. You can get the analysis of a tree chart. Okay, just you can have a modifications here. I just want to subcategory. I'm drawing on to the color. You can just get the various color. Or if you just want to see the profit number also, just drag and drop the profit to labels. You can get the numbers. What these copiers making so much profit, papers making so much profit, everything here. This is about the tree chart. In the next, I'll be drawing a bar chart. Okay, I'll be drawing a bar chart. So bar, what is a bar chart? You all know bar chart, right? In the form of bars, analysis over X and Y in the form of bars, this one. So how to do that? Let's say I'm taking subcategory versus sales. Subcategory I'm selecting and sales I'm selecting, and just go to this bar, horizontal bars. Just click on that. See, horizontal analysis is happening. Let's say I don't want subcategory. If you just don't want the subcategory, okay, if you just don't want the subcategory, you need to come over here and drop the columns into the space. Then it deselects. You selected subcategory, but you don't want the subcategory. How to remove this? Just drag that and drop it into this space. So it is done. So I'm just having sales and region wise sales, and I'm just having this horizontal bars. Or if you don't want horizontal bars, you can always go with this stacked bar. What is the stacked bar? See, one bar is there which has been divided into 4 regions. Where horizontal in the sense, single you had 4 bars you had with respect to 4 regions is your normal bar chart. If you just want to go to explore stacked. Stacked in the sense a single bar stacked to whatever the number of columns you have. Let's click on to subcategory versus what we selected. First we selected subcategory versus sales. It's something like this, subcategory versus sales, and I'm creating a bar chart. Next, I'll create a stat. One more thing we need to have here in mind is in one sheet, you can only draw a single graph, not more than that. In one sheet, you can only draw a single chart. Sheet 4, renaming it to stat bar chart, for which I can have region-wise sales, and go over here and select this stat, right? You can have 4, a single bar divided into 4 different stacks, 4 different portions with respect to 4 different regions. If you just want to explore labels, you can always do that. Sales to labels. See, it is giving us the labels. If you just don't want that, just go over here and remove it. If you don't want it to. You can always get this. It's a normal column chart. Okay. Next, we will draw a line chart. It's a line chart. For drawing a line chart, you need to have one date and type form of a column. Okay, it's not only numerical versus categorical. Not only, however, we clicked it for stack bar tree where we selected one category versus one numerical, right? But here it's not like that. For you to draw a line chart, one date type of a column is very required. In this data set, which is the date column, which is providing us this order date. It's the date wise analysis, right? In order to draw a line chart, something with respect to the date time column should be involved. What I'll do, I will select order date versus sales. Then only you can see these line charts get popped up. What is the meaning here? In 2009, my profit was so much, my sales was so much. In 2022 was this, and it got raised here. That is the interpretation. Okay. Nothing. These two, you will be getting a widen. This is how the interpretation happens. Widen, like small, same interpretation. It got bottom here and up here. This is how your line chart would look like. But what if you want to see, it's a year-wise analysis, right? What if you want to have month-wise, quarter-wise analysis? Just click on this plus mark, is there no? Just click on that plus mark. You can see quarter-wise analysis for each of the year. 2019 for all the quarters, how was it? If you just click on this plus mark again, it will give you the month-wise analysis. It will give you the month-wise analysis. And if you just click on it, it will give you the day-wise analysis. Okay. You don't want all of this. You just have to come back. Just go over here, deselect everything. See, we got the original one. That's the line chart. Next, we will get to know how to draw a area chart. Okay, how to draw a area chart. What do you mean by area chart is that you have a line chart here, right? It's just that the area below this line will be covered with the solid color. Interpretation is the same. So for which I need to have a order date and I will have profit. See this one, line chart. It's the same analysis, only it's like the area below this line has been covered. Area below the line has been covered. I hope all these 5 charts are clear: pie, tree, bar, stacked bar, line, and area. In the next video, I'll be coming up with another set of visuals and then followed by the dashboard creation. Thank you all. Hope you enjoyed the video. Happy learning.